which team are you gonna be a bandwagon on? Is it the Jacksonville Jaguars or the Detroit Lions? That immediately got me triggered, right? And here's what I'm giving out the Big L Award to anybody that wants to choose the Detroit Lions, right? My Detroit Lions. And here's why I'm giving out the Big L Award. And bear with me because I'm a little triggered. We don't want you. We don't want you. I'm going to say it a third time. We don't want you. Because you know what? Being a Lions fan is tough, right? Being a Lions fan is a lot of work. It's a lot of stuff Lions fan has went through for this point right here. And it's still, we ain't won nothing. This is just people putting expectations on us, right? So, no, we don't want you. Go join Jacksonville or some other team. We don't want you. Because if you have not been through an 0-16 season, we don't want you. If you have not sit there and watched your team year after year after year picked in the top 10 because you're just like, man, we can't beat nobody. We shoot ourselves in the foot. We don't want you. If you haven't went through having a team, Jim Caldwell, who was on the verge of doing a good job and was doing a good job, and then he gets replaced with someone that just totally took you down the hole, we don't want you if you ain't been through that. If your team only had 2 playoff appearances in the past 30 years, if you haven't went through that with us, we don't want you. There's a lot of other stuff. So what I'm saying is that we don't need nobody on this bandwagon. We are enough as Detroit Lions fans. People who have said, hey, who's your team? I'm like the Detroit Lions. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Anybody who hasn't went through that, we don't want you, right? We don't need anybody on this bandwagon. We are fine with what we got as Detroit Lions fans. And whatever happens, because if it doesn't pan out, I'm going to still be a Lions fan next year, right? And a year after that, and a year after that, year after that. So we don't need nobody. Don't pick us. Don't say, oh, this is my team to look out for. I told everybody last year about it, but nobody wanted to listen to me.
Indeed.
Right, Lopan. So I don't want to hear all that stuff. So the Big L Award is going out to anybody who is trying to get on the bandwagon with the Detroit Lions. You have not been there through the dark days. Don't come through when it's trying to be sunny and shiny and bright outside.
Ah, see? Another loser.
Indeed as well, Lopan. No, we don't need you. We don't want you. Still, talk about us, clown us, do all the same things that you've done for the past 40, 50, 60, whatever years that you've done. Continue to do that. Continue to do that. Because one day, I may not be alive, but one day, the Lions are going to do it. They're going to do it. And if I am here, I am going to be unbearable. But it's going to be worth it because of all the pain and suffering that we have been through. So we don't need nobody else. We don't want nobody else rolling with us. We are good with what we got.